It has been far too long since I've done a movie review, but that streak ends today because I went and I saw Creed. You probably know already that Creed is a movie about the son of Apollo Creed from the Rocky movies, who was the result of an extramarital affair, who is now entering the boxing world to try to make a name for himself. Now, before I go on, a little bit of a disclaimer. I have not seen every movie in the Rocky series. The only one I haven't seen is Rocky V, mostly because everyone that has seen it has adamantly told me, don't watch Rocky V, it's terrible. I did see Rocky Balboa and didn't particularly care for that one, so when I heard that they were basically making a Rocky 7, I wasn't necessarily stoked on the idea. However, after seeing early reviews, I got a little bit excited for it, and that's sort of my bad. You don't want to do that going into a review, but I let it happen. Anyway, disclaimer about my expertise having not seen Rocky V and getting a little bit excited for this movie. So even with that little bit of expectation I had, I still really enjoyed this movie. It managed to pull me in emotionally to where I was actively rooting for these characters with everything that came up against them, and it was somewhat of a fitting homage to pretty much the original Rocky movie, but more the progression of Rocky as a character in general. I thought they did a really good job with that. The last hour of the movie especially, I was pretty much just fully engrossed in. Not to say that it was necessarily perfect, but whatever imperfections there were, I just didn't care because the emotions had captured me so much that I was just like, yes, let's freaking do this. Every bit of it was really exciting to me, again, despite imperfections. But I think that's the mark of a good movie because no movie's truly perfect, but if it can make you just put all that imperfection on the shelf and want to be engrossed in everything, that's the good sign of a good movie. And honestly, part of me isn't entirely sure how it got me invested so emotionally because early on I felt there was parts of the film that were a little bit rushed, and throughout there was certain things characters did that didn't entirely make sense to me, but I was willing to try and reach and make a connection as to why they would do that in relation to something in their past that may have caused them to react that certain way, irrational as it may have been. But again, I think the mark of a good movie is something that can make you be willing to do that reach and try to connect with that. I really can't fully explain it other than saying that somehow Creed just kept me involved and emotionally invested throughout, and all in all, I thought it was a really good movie despite some skepticism that I had early on with the film and a few dialogue things throughout. I really enjoyed it. Overall, Creed was a pretty solid film in my book that did a whole lot to pull you in emotionally and even more to keep you there, to where I would say that you should definitely go see Creed. But hey, that is just my thoughts on the movie Creed, and I'm sure if you've seen it, you have thoughts of your own, so do the whole comment, like, subscribe, song, and dance. You know that whole thing by now. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want me to do more movie reviews in the future, let me know. I'll get back on that game because I've been slacking, I admit it. But as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, thanks for making it to the end of this video. Like I said, I've been slacking admittedly on movie reviews. So if you like this, please let me know and I will do more of them, I promise. Just let me know in the comments, let me know on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe, it's in the little annotation there. And check out some of these other videos, I think you'll like those too. Thanks again, everybody.